Hello students, and welcome to the e-learning program initiated by Shri Gyan Manjari Vidyapeeth for the students of Standard 9, in which we are learning the subject of English. Students, from the previous 2-3 lectures we have started with the grammar topics, out of which the first one was affirmative to negative, which we learned. The second topic that we learned is negative to affirmative. Now we are going to start with the third topic. Topic for today is assertive to interrogative. So let us start with our today's topic. Grammar. It goes under the heading transformation of sentences. This is the third topic under the subtopic under the topic of transformation of sentences. There are lots of transformation of sentences, out of which this is the third one. The first one was affirmative to negative, second one was negative to affirmative. Both are vice versa, but we'll keep it separately for the sake of understanding. This is the third topic. That is, today we are going to learn assertive to interrogative. We have learnt about the different types of sentences in the lower standards. So let us just revise the definition for assertive. Assertive sentences declare something. Assert, that means they declare something. They assert something, declare something. So sentences that declare something or they state something. They declare something. Yes, I am a boy. I'm declaring that, right? I study in Standard 9. You are declaring, yes? Or either it's a state. Yes, I'm happy. It's a state of being. Yes, it states something. Today is a cloudless night, or today is a clear night, or today is a windy day. It states something. Then sentences that declare something or sentences that state something, they are called assertive sentences. Now we have to change from assertive to interrogative. We know what is an interrogative question. Yes, interrogative sentence, it has a question and it needs to be answered. There are two ways of answering it. It is either a yes no question or it is a descriptive sentence. It is not a one-word answer, yes or no. Yes or no is a one-word answer. It also is a yes no answer, but sometimes we need more than one word, a group of words, sentence or sentences to answer a question. So here we are dealing with a statement is given to you or a declaration is given to you that you have to change into interrogative. That is, you have to change into question. But we are doing transformation of sentences, so the first thing that we have to bear in mind, or the first thing we have to keep in mind, is we do not have to change the meaning of the sentence. Now, from an assertive sentence to a question. I am going to a temple. Where are you going? Yes, the answer is I am going to a temple. Are you going to a temple? So you see, where are you going? Or are you going to a temple? Then are you going to a temple is a yes no answer or a yes no question, right? But where are you going needs a complete answer. I am going to a temple. So you see, the way we transform the sentence depending upon what it wants. Yes, by looking at the sentence, we need to do certain transformation and we need to do some changes in it so that an assertive sentence changes into an interrogative sentence. Now, assertive sentence can be both. If I say this is not a tree, it is a negative sentence because it has a negative word or negation, not. But it asserts something. So assertive sentence can be both affirmative and negative. So it can be positive, it can be negative. So we'll stick to the grammar word affirmative. So affirmative also and negative also. If I say this is a pen, I am stating it, or I am declaring that this is a pen. For people who don't know, this is a pen, of course. This is a marker, right? So we'll change it. This is a marker. So for people who are quite ignorant, those who have never seen a marker, this is the first time for them that this is a marker. For people who know what this is, simply states, right? So assertive sentence, this is a marker. Same way, this is not a tree. Both of them, they are assertive. This is a marker, which is affirmative, which is assertive. This is not a tree, that is negative sentence, but it is still asserting something, right? So please don't be confused with it. Yes. And second thing is, don't get confused by the length of the sentence. First thing is, there are only few rules. Stick to those rules, you will always get the proper answer, correct answer. You deviate from the rule, you'll always get a wrong answer, and on top of that you will get confused. So these are rules. You can star mark it instead of a dot, you can star mark that. Use the same helping verb for transformation. Now there will be two things. Please remember, either there will be a helping verb or a helping verb will not be there. So both the conditions are given to you. What to do in case there is a helping verb, and what to do if there is no helping verb. Now let us be clear what is a helping verb and what is not a helping verb, right? So let's see first the second rule also. This is also a rule. It is of course a part of this rule. Yes, that in a sentence there is a helping verb or there is not a helping verb. So only the condition change, otherwise rule is the same. If we have a helping verb, use that same helping verb. If there is no helping verb, then use the forms of do. Right? Now let us see what is a helping verb and what is not a, where in a sentence helping verb is absent. Yes? All three of them. He is studying, where is the helping verb. He had worked hard, had is the helping verb. He will is the helping verb. Here in these three sentences we have helping verb. Helping verb, why is it called a helping verb? It allows us to determine the proper tense in which the sentence is being said, or the sentence is in which tense, which type of tense that we have learned. Yes, there are 3 main tenses and 12 different types of tenses. So he is studying. If we say he is studying, then we already know ing, that is continuous. लेकिन continuous तीनों में, continuous तीनों में है. He is studying, he was studying, and he will be studying. So this is studying, present continuous. He was studying, past continuous. He will be studying, future. So helping verb helps us to determine the exact type of tense in which the sentence is. That is why it is very, very necessary to know whether the helping verb is there or not. Yes. Now let us look at examples that do not have helping verbs. he works hard, he snores loudly, he or she writes novels. In these sentences, helping verb is absent, but the form is in hidden way, right? Wherever a helping verb is not there, form of do will always be there. Form of do will always be there. He works hard. Now we know works is present tense. So here the form of do used is he does work hard. That S over here gets cut if we use the do form, and it is added in do form, that is does. Same way, he snores loudly, he does snore loudly. She writes novel, she does write novels. This is present tense. Now instead of he works hard, I'll write he worked hard. Worked is past tense. The do form for past tense, past tense of do form is did. So he did. That ed over here gets cut and becomes did, the past tense for do form, right? So he did work hard. Then we have to cut ed. We cannot write he did worked hard. Then it becomes grammatically wrong because the helping verb and the verb both are in past tense, right? So these small things, but they are very necessary that you should have learned these things in the earlier standards. I am very sure about it. So you people will never have a problem of dealing with wrong grammar, right? You don't have to deal with wrong grammar because instantly being English medium students, you automatically know that what you have done is something wrong. So use the same helping verb for transformation. When you are doing transformation of assertive to negative, or it can be vice versa, right? Negative to assertive. Then also we have to remember that the same helping verb is to be used if a helping verb is there. Now where a helping verb is absent, then we have to use the forms of do. Now when we are transforming from assertive to interrogative, when we are transferring from assertive to interrogative, bear in mind that you do not have to give the answer. Please understand this. I'm repeating again that you do not have to give an answer. Please read the first rule that is written over here. This is just for your knowledge. Actually, it's not a rule, right? But you have to keep it in mind. You have to bear in mind that you do not have to answer the question. If it is asked, who are you? The answer is not, I am Smita Jain. Oh, the things are far apart, because what is in the question, it is not in the answer. Same way, what is in the answer is not in the question. So we have to keep in mind that assertive to negative, the transformation is done for the sake of reconfirmation. The transformation is done for the sake of reconfirmation only. It does not require an answer. It does not require an answer. How so? Student, this is grammar topic which is being explained. So I sincerely hope you people must have sat down along with your taking your writing material with you, pen, paper, book material, whatever, right, to write in it, right? So whatever is on the screen, please keep on writing so that you can make a proper fair book and you can write the whole of the topic in your fair book, and this is very good for revision work. So this is a bench. You do not have to make a question of it which has the answer. When you turn that question again into assertive, you should be getting back this same statement, the same declaration you should be in. So as we said, we have to use, if a helping verb is given, then we have to use the same helping verb. Now we know interrogatives, they are the WH words. Yes, who, what, where, when, why, whom, why. So all these are WH questions. Apart from that, in the previous standards, you have learned that if a sentence starts with a helping verb, then it is a question. Yes, then it is a question. Is this a box? And this is a box. This is a box, we have to put a full stop, but is this a box? We have to make a question mark because the sentence starts with a helping verb. Is, will, whether it is future tense, whether it is past tense, yes? If a sentence starts with helping verb, then it is definitely a question, and that is why it is very important that we stick to the helping verb if there is a helping verb, right? So this is a bench. Is will come in the starting of the sentence followed by the subject. Is this a bench? Remains as it is. But then there is a question mark. Here there was a full stop. There is a full stop because this is a sentence, because it declares something or it states something. That is why it's an assertive sentence. Yes, and this is the interrogative sentence which we transformed from assertive sentence. As such, we did not make much change. Only we changed the place of verb and subject. Only thing is we changed the place of verb and subject. Other than that, we did not do anything apart from putting a question mark at the end of the sentence, because that sentence is an interrogative sentence if it is starting with is. So you must have easily understood that if a helping verb is given, then we have to use the same helping verb. If the helping verb is not given, if the sentence has straight away the verb, then we have to use the forms of do. We come to the third very important thing that was told to you, that these are made for the sake of asking the question. These are made for the sake of asking the question or sake of reconfirmation. This is a bench. Is this a bench? Is a reconfirmation that this is a bench. Yes? Now, two other important rules. Actually, this is the second one. The first one was, which we star marked. This is a part of it. Yes, this is a part of it. Either there will be a helping verb or there will not be helping verb. So basically this is only one rule. Next comes the second rule. What is the second rule? Second rule also is these two are the same. Only thing is, if this is not this, then this will be this. If assertive sentence is positive, then question formed will have negation and vice versa. Please remember this. If assertive sentence is positive, that is why we understood in the starting that assertive sentence can be both affirmative and negative, because if it is affirmative or if it is a negative, both of them state something. This is a marker, this is not a tree. First sentence is affirmative, second sentence is negative. So assertive sentence can be both affirmative and negative. So if assertive sentence is positive, then question formed will have negation and vice versa. Vice versa is this one. Vice versa is this one, second one. If assertive sentence is positive, it does not have any negative word, then when we do the transformation to an interrogative, then that interrogative will certainly have a negation. Then only you can reconfirm. Then only you can reconfirm. And same way, if an assertive sentence has a negation, then while turning it into an interrogative sentence, we have to remove the negation. So if there is a negation, remove it. If there is no negation, insert negation. So basically only two rules are there. Yes, the first rule tells you that is a helping verb used? Yes. Then use that same helping verb to do the transformation. Look at the sentence. If helping verb is not given, then use the form of do. So the same rule, right? Second rule is, if the assertive sentence is positive, then while doing transformation, use negation. Same way, if the assertive sentence is negative, then while doing the transform, remove the negation. And vice versa means the same. Vice versa ऊपर वाला हो जाएगा. Now let us do that with the help of few there is no option for hard work. It's very true, there is no option for hard work. Wherever hard work is necessary, we have to use hard work. We do not have any option. But in this sentence, what is the first thing that we have to see? First thing that we have to see is it has a helping verb. It has a helping verb is. Second thing is it has a negation. So while we are doing the transformation, we have to remember these two things. Is there a helping verb? Yes. Then the sentence, interrogative sentence, automatically starts with the helping verb, right? Now, if it starts with helping verb, then is comes in the starting and the subject goes after that. Yes, so is there. Now we have to remove no. What is the opposite of no? Any. Rest remains the same because we don't need to do any change over here. We only have to remove the negation. But to remove the negation, we have to insert the affirmative one, right? So no, any. You must have heard these things continuously in the class. Yes? Is there anybody who can answer my question? Somebody? Nobody? Right? So it goes in that way, right? So is there, no becomes any, and after that rest of the sentence as it is. But as we are doing the transformation, do not forget to put a question mark at the end of the interrogative. Otherwise, even if your answer is right, but you do not have a question mark at the end, still don't think you'll get half a mark, right? So if you want full marks, the rules properly. So what's going to be the answer? Is there any option for hard work? Is there any option for hard work? We can see is, because helping verb is there, we will automatically start with that. Is there, so there will come, because it's the subject. So here it is subject and verb, helping verb. Here we will do the opposite, we'll change the places. Is helping verb will come first, then the subject, right? No, we transformed into any, because now we see when we look at the sentence, here what happens is we are learning assertive to negative as well as negative to assertive at the same time. So if you look at the question, it's very easy. Is there any option for hard work? Then this is an interrogative sentence which you will be asked to convert into assertive, right? So is already there and the subject is there. So there is no option for hard work. Remove the question mark, put a full stop. Okay, so you'll understand it. The more examples we do. We had apples for breakfast. We had apples for breakfast. Then we know had, helping verb, yes. Then there is no negation, so it's good for us. But negation nahi hai, then we have to add. Now I purposefully put this sentence over here because had is a helping verb, yes, but we don't write I ate my lunch. Instead of that you write I had my lunch. Instead of writing ate, we write had. So we had apples for breakfast. That means we ate apples for breakfast. So this is not a helping verb. Here meaning of had is different. Yes, if the question was we had worked hard, then here the meaning of had is had, and that means the helping verb, right? So in this sentence you can use had, but in this sentence you cannot use had because had here states eating. It states having apples, that means eating apples, right? So for us, even if had is there, but we do not have helping verb. So now comes rule number 2. That is part first. Okay. So rule says that if there is no helping verb, then we have to use the forms of do. Now this is had, which means we ate. Ate is past tense, right? So past tense of do form is did. No negation, so insert negation. So didn't. Clear? First thing is this had over here does not mean helping verb. It means eating over here, right? So actually we have had, but it doesn't work as helping verbs. So it means we have no helping verb in this sentence, and then we use the form of do. Had or eating, that means we ate it, right, for breakfast. That's already over, so it is past tense. So past tense of do form is did, and no negation is there, so not. Yes, did not. Yes, see that you use the proper negative word. No is also negative. Never is also negative, right? But see which one fits over here, right? So didn't, then we have to use the subject because we used this over here. So didn't we? Now what will we do? There is no, what is over here? Had means ate, right? So didn't we have? Have means eaten, right? So didn't we have apples for breakfast? So see what the sentence wants you to do. Didn't we have apples for breakfast? I think the understanding is quite clear, right? You must have understood by now. We had apples for breakfast. Had here stands for eaten. So we do not have any helping verb, though we have had over here. When we do not have any helping verb, we use the forms of do. Had means eaten, so that is already past tense. Yes, we ate apples for, so ate, so that is already past tense. So past tense of do form is did. Plus there is no negation in the assertive sentence, so we have to add negation. So you say did not or you say didn't, both of them are correct. Yes, please don't get confused about that. You write the whole or you write the abbreviated form, that is didn't, both of that will work, right? So after that automatically the subject comes, then ate, so have. So didn't we have apples for breakfast, and then the question mark. Nowhere will you find such a tasty dish. Nowhere will you find a tasty dish. Now will, as we discussed, it's a helping verb which states future, right? So helping verb is present. Negation is also there. No. What is the opposite of nowhere? Where. Yes, because we have a helping verb, we will start the question with will. Yes, but where is also here. Subject is over here also after verb, right? So nowhere opposite where. So where will you find such a tasty dish? Where will you find such a tasty dish? Let's see the answer. Yes, now how did this thing happen? We discussed that if there is a helping verb, then we have to use that helping verb. But here problem is nowhere, opposite is where, because we simply remove the negation, then we have where, right? Now when we already have WH word over here, then we should start it. Then the helping verb will remain as it is in the second place, then subject is already there, we just use. So where will you find such a tasty dish? Next, very good question. He was a good man. We have a helping verb, so the answer is quite easy. We have a helping verb, but we do not have a negative. So when we are doing the interrogative transformation, then helping verb plus negative. So was, wasn't. Wasn't or was not, same thing. Wasn't he a good man? Was not, subject he. So was not he a good man? Question mark. Students must be writing in your notebooks. Keep writing, continue writing. Men sacrificed their lives for the freedom of this country. Men sacrificed their life for freedom of this country. So mistake rectified. Men sacrificed their lives for the freedom of this country. Full stop. Earlier it was a question mark. Okay, let it go. Men sacrificed their lives for the freedom of this country. No helping verb, because men sacrificed is the verb, right? Without any helping verb. So when there is no helping verb, we have to use the forms of do. For using the forms of do, see which tense is this? Sacrificed. Past tense. Past tense of do form is did. So very small change. That is what I told you earlier also. In transformation of sentences, please do not get confused or nervous with the length of the sentence. See whatever length of the sentence it is. See where you have to make small change. Rest of the sentence just falls in line. Yes, one behind another. The words remain as it is. So sacrificed becomes didn't, because sacrificed is past tense. So past tense of do form is did, and negation is not there, so we will use did not, or abbreviated form, that is didn't. Men is the subject over here, so if we are using the helping verb and the negation in the front, after that follows the subject. So didn't men, after that, because ed में sacrificed में से ed हमने didn't में use किया, so sacrificed का sacrificed हो जाएगा, right? See that you don't make these small grammatical mistake, otherwise what transformation you had in mind is very true, but what you have written down in the paper is a little bit wrong, so you won't get full marks. So small points you have to remember where you should not be making a mistake. Didn't man sacrificed? No, sacrifice. That D we added over here, didn't. So didn't man sacrifice? Rest of the things just falls in line as it is. Lives for freedom of this country. Don't forget to put a question mark. So question mark is at the end of the interrogative sentence. Next one. Who does not know Sachin Tendulkar? Who does not know Sachin Tendulkar? Yes, answer is also on the board. Should not be, but then answer came all along with it. But we will still do it in our way. Now, in this, it is interrogative to assertive. A question is given to you that you have to transform into assertive. Yes? Who does not know Sachin Tendulkar? Who does not? Sachin Tendulkar is a very famous cricketer and a very famous public figure. Yes, so everywhere, newspaper, hoardings, advertisement, he keeps on coming. He has made huge score and he has made many centuries, and he was a very good batsman. So what we mean to say, if India is a cricketing country, then everybody knows Sachin Tendulkar, right? So who does not know Sachin Tendulkar? We have two things over here, does and not. Who does not know? Who does not know? Everyone knows. There is not a single person who does not know Sachin Tendulkar. That means everyone. Who does not? Everyone, right? So everyone know becomes knows, because this does we are cancelling. We are cancelling this does, so this S get transformed to knows, right? So we removed does, we removed negation by adding or making the opposite of who does not. Everyone knows Sachin Tendulkar, full stop. So next is again an interrogative which we have to change into assertive. As I said, these are two, both of them will be taught together. This topic is vice versa, assertive to interrogative and interrogative to assertive. We'll be learning both of them side by side. Yes, so because we have to do both type of transformer. If assertive is given, then you have to change it into an interrogative, and if an interrogative is given, you got to change it into assertive. So shall I ever forget your help? What you are saying, trying to say is, I shall never forget your help. Yes. Now how did that happen? Because shall is given which is a helping verb followed by the subject. This is helping verb. So we know the standard way of writing. Subject will come in the front and shall will follow it, right? This gets replaced this way, this one gets replaced this way. There will be a change in the sequence or position of the words. They will interchange. Yes, shall I will become I shall. Opposite of ever is never. So we have done the negation also, because negation is not present over here. So when we do the transformation, we will have to use rest of the sentence will be as it is. Don't forget to put the full stop. So I shall never forget your help is the answer for shall I ever forget your help. Yes, you see, we did change over here, then we do not have to make any other changes. We did the initial change over here because our rule says helping verb is there or not, negation is there or not. These are the only two rules that you have to remember for transformation of sentences, assertive to interrogative and interrogative to assertive. Helping verb is there or not, negation is there or not, right? And we know the rule properly. Can you have success without hard work? Can you have success without hard work? Now, can over here is not a helping verb, but it is a model. Yes, helping verb oblique models, auxiliaries that you must have studied in the earlier standards. Yes, model auxiliaries and helping verb, they go side by side. That means both of them are equivalent, right? So you can use either helping verb or you can use a model. So can over here is a model. That means a helping verb is present, right? You, that is subject. So you have to interchange, because this is a question, you have to interchange. So you can. Now see if negation is there, because this is the only word where you can add the negation. Yes, don't try to add the negation somewhere else. This is the helping verb or the model, you do it right over here. So we interchange the place, because in a question helping verb or the model will be in the front followed by the subject. So when you are doing the transformation to assertive, you put the subject in the front followed by the helping verb or the model. So you can, negation is not there, so you cannot. Rest of the sentence falls as it is without any change, right? So in transformation of sentence, please remember, yes, don't stress your mind too much, because might be the length of the sentence is quite long or the length of the sentence is quite short. Dono confusing him. If the length of the sentence is too short, it's little troublesome, right? But if the sentence is too long, then you don't have to worry, because there will be a very small change, right? So you cannot have success without hard work falls as it is. You have to make change in the starting only. Can you? You cannot. That is the small change that we did and successfully transformed an interrogative question or an interrogative sentence into an assertive sentence. Let's see one more. Who was late for the class? Who was late for the class? You don't have to give answer. Phalana was late for the class. Nobody is asking you an answer. Please remember that. Yes, we ask for reconfirmation only. So we always be positive in such. There are many questions where unanimously or without any question, all of us are together without even giving a second thought. Yes, without giving a second thought, unanimously all of us say, क्योंकि late सबसे कौन आया? Teacher last आया. उसको पता ही नहीं है कौन आया कौन नहीं आया, कौन जल्दी आया कौन लेट आया, उसको कुछ पता नहीं है. So who was late for the class? Whole of the class you will unanimously say or all together say, sir we were all on time. सर को कहाँ पता है, right? So that's the standard answer, but we will follow the rules, right? Who was late for the class? Who? No one. दोनों काम हो गया. हाँ, negation was not there, negation came. Who? No one. Yes, which one? Who means which one? What is the question over here? Which one? No one. Anyone? No one. Right? Anyone was late for the class? Which one was late for the class? Who was late for the class? Always you get the same answer, no one. Yes? एक दूसरे पे उंगली नहीं करते, right? ये लेट था, ये लेट था. तो अच्छी बात है, इंग्लिश भी सिखाता है, ऐसी बात नहीं है, right? We learn lots of good things in English, at least unity, right? No one was late for the class. We didn't do many changes, right? Because here, who verb is already in the second place in the sentence. Yes, so here also same, because who was late? No one was late for the class. Don't forget to put the full stop. Students, I think we'll stop over here for the day. We'll continue in the next lecture. Thank you.